I'm Lindsay Boyd, and I'm your 2024 Ohio State Fair Poster Contest Grand Champion. I was definitely surprised. Like I said, I didn't know, this is the first year they've done the competition, so I didn't know how many people would actually enter. I didn't know what other people would be, creating. There wasn't a ton of guidance of what they were looking for. They kind of left it very open-ended. So, I just went with something that I had fun making, and I was just really hoping, like I said, to make the top 5. And so I was very shocked when I got the email saying that I was the grand champion. I was actually working on some new artwork for my own house because I like to change it up a lot. And I was trying a new technique, and my husband actually got the email from the state fair about the contest and sent it to me, and I was like, well, this has been kind of fun to work in this medium. Let's give it a try. So it was kind of on a whim. It was a new technique I was trying out. It's actually like jelly plate printing. So it's kind of similar to screen printing, where you layer on different levels of acrylic paint, and you let one layer dry completely, and then you can do the next layer, the next layer, and the next layer. And in each layer, you can either remove a little bit of the paint. There's different processes to do that, or you can do different textures or different stencils, that sort of thing. And then once all the layers are dry, you do one final layer of wet paint, put the piece of paper down on it, and then you peel it off with a jelly print and hope that it turns out the way you wanted it to. The one guidance that the Ohio State Fair gave for the contest was, it needed to represent the fair. And so I actually was talking with my 9-year-old about it, and we were trying to think of different graphics, different imagery items that could be used for this that actually represent the fair. So, you've got the animals, you've got the food. I came down to all but the very last one, and I could not think of anything else to use for an image on the poster. And my 9-year-old said, well, Mom, like, when we go, it's about us being there as a family. And I was like, oh, okay, that's perfect. Let's do that. So the last panel that I did was, a family, enjoying the fair. About my senior year-ish in high school, I did not know what I wanted to be when I grew up at all. And I had always been interested in art. And so I ended up taking a ceramics class at school that really interested me and encouraged me to kind of pursue that a little bit more. I ended up participating in like a summer preview program at Columbus College of Art and Design, and I fell in love. And so I quickly put together a portfolio my senior year so that I could apply for CCAD and got in. Now as a project manager, I utilize my artistic skills a little differently. I like to create reports that are very visually appealing, or even learning like the Microsoft applications, Power BI. I can create really good visual dashboards because I have that background in graphic design. And then sometimes I get pulled into other projects, like facilities uses me for deciding what walls get painted or what decals get installed. And most of the time I'm the one installing the decals. So, having that background has brought in some other projects into my purview, and I enjoy doing those things as well. So back when CD 101 was CD 101, the radio station, they used to do a calendar poster contest, and that was like right when I was out of college. And so every year I would enter in the poster contest for them. I entered that, I think, 12 different times. And I always made it to gallery hop, to be one of the finalists, but I always ended up in second or third place. I could never get first. I've always kind of hoped that, even though I don't necessarily like the attention, I do like when people get to actually see my work, and I love hearing their responses to it, that they really enjoy looking at it, or they think it's really neat, or well done. So I always love hearing that and really seeing how they feel about the art. Definitely honored. I mean, it's super cool to know that that's going to be the face of the fair for this year.